Alright guys, so it's been a while since we have updated the PvE tier list for Cookie Run Kingdom. So we are going to be doing that for November and December of 2025 before the release of Millennial Tree Cookie, as well as Wind Archer's Crystal Jam, and now adding in White Lily Awaken, Salt Cellar, Chest Choco, Glenda, as well as Alphaba. So let's get into it. And obviously you guys know that we have revised the tier list where we are going to be only having a total of 4 different tiers so that it is a little bit more simplified for you guys, especially because of the fact that PvE world exploration all the way up to episode 18 is pretty much easy. The only thing that gets a little bit difficult is the master mode as well as the hard mode for beasties. Besides that, it's not too hard. So these are pretty much like a very general recommendations as well as certain combinations that you guys would like to use for this particular game mode. So let's get into it. First, it's gonna be the definitely shouldn't, and we do know that they are going to be Tail as well as Sonic with BTS, Fig, and then all the way down to someone like our Espresso right now, as well as Vampire, and all the way down to Prophet, and then lastly is gonna be Caramel Shoe to Candy Diver. So these particular cookies, yes, someone like Espresso is able to still do a little bit of damage, good amount of damage, as well as someone like, you know, our Eclair was really good back then, and certain other cookies do have their kind of little perks. They really aren't good for anything else, and they are very averaged. That's the reason why you definitely shouldn't be investing in them if you are lacking in the resources like EXP Star Jellies as well as, you know, skill powders, especially skill powders, because those are a little bit more difficult to get around, especially the pristine one, which you do need to use to max their skill level out. Next one is going to be the you can but shouldn't, and that's going to be from our regular golden cheese and the regular dark cacao with regular hollyberry. We got black pearl pitaya, we got camellia, we got our capsaicin, stardust, clotted cream, sherbet, as well as someone like our shining glitter, and then we have all the way down to our black sapphire, candy apple, all the way down to our pumpkin pie. We have choco drizzle all the way down to sparkling, as well as Carol, and all the way down to charcoal. So you guys all know that particular ancient cookies are not really good anymore, especially the regular ancients. Unless they do get awakened, then they are definitely a little bit better. And then our super epics are very lacking. The ones that we do need to talk about are going to be certain guild cookies. They are good in certain situations. Actually, mental probably should be moved up to the situational part, because mental is actually really good against bosses. Just actually does a really good amount of damage. Besides that, everybody else right now, it's kind of like very, you know, they are good for guild boss battle, but this is specifically talking about more of PvE focus. That is not guild boss battle, because if you guys know, we have talked about guild boss battle before, they require specific teams. All right, and for something like the Machine God, you do want to have mental with our Sea Fairy. You want it with Seltzer to do even more damage, and then you want to buff it up with other water type cookies as well. So that is going to be the reason why they are in the you can but shouldn't, because yes, you can use them but aren't that good. Another one that I want to actually move up is going to be orange. So if you guys actually remember, I actually didn't make a video on it, but other people did. It is going to be that Salt Wraith Rumble that we did have. If you guys remember, that particular event actually utilized someone like Orange and absolutely broke the actual game mode. So they actually had to patch it, because initially they didn't think we were going to be able to kill the boss, but with Orange's help, you were actually able to kill the boss. So they had to increase the HP and then made the whole thing patched up and everything like that. So Orange is actually going to be moving up to that situational slot, and with it, let's go talk about the situational. So we do have the situational slash sub. It means like substitute for other cookies. Up on the top to the go-to OP tier, and that's going to be our Shadow Milk. We have Dark Cacao Awaken, we have Sea Fairy, we have Grapefruit, Pudding Island Mode, Golden Cheese Awaken, Pure Vanilla Regular, White Lily Regular, Moonlight, Frost Queen, and then all the way down to Wildberry. We have Green Tea Mousse with the Magic Candy. Yes, I know we need to do the review. All the way down to our Parfait with Magic Candy as well. So I know the biggest thing is going to be Shadow Milk. I know some of you guys who have probably not watched the previous tier list might be wondering, Hyrule, is Shadow Milk not good? No, Shadow Milk is great. The only reason why Shadow Milk is a little less used inside of quote-unquote PvE section is because of the fact that he does lack a bit of area damage and his skill takes so long for it to finish. If you guys are targeting bosses, he can be used, but there are definitely better boss killers inside of the game as well. And on top of that, you know, someone like Eternal Sugar is just honestly better in my opinion with all of the buffs and stuff. So that's the reason why we put Shadow Milk in the situational tier here. Next, now we're going to go into the OP tier or the go-to tier, and that's going to be our Silent Salt with Awakened Hollyberry. We have Stormbringer, we have Burning Spice, we have Eternal Sugar, Fire Spirit, Wind Archer, Awakened Pure Vanilla, our Mystic Flower, Doyle, Creme Brulee, Rebel, as well as Black Lemonade, Twizzy Gummy, Marshmallow Bunny, Cream Farrell, as well as Star Coral. I would personally say the ones that really are good are these 5 right over here. And then we do have the healers, which is going to be Awakened Pure Vanilla, Doyle, as well as Mystic Flower. And then I would say these particular ones are going to be pretty darn good. I would say the support wise, Cream Fair, Marshmallow Bunny are super good. And then right here are the really good ones, but not as good as these ones in the front, unless it's certain game modes where like Black Lemonade, Twizzy Gummy just absolutely shreds everything. Along with someone like Stormbringer, Wind Archer, as well as Creme Brulee are really good still at killing bosses. Rebel is the elemental weakness, debuffer, as well as Star Coral is our super good epic support that we still do have. All right. Now, going into the new cookies, it's going to be White Lily Awaken. Obviously, is going to be going into that OP tier because of the fact that White Lily does have an insane area damage, as well as the ability to, root. You're able to heal. You're able to do a lot of different things with White Lily Awaken. So White Lily Awaken goes to that go-to OP tier. We have Salt Cellar actually going into the situational as well. In my opinion, Salt Cellar does have a lot of potential inside of the arena too, if certain cookies were not in there. But for PvE, not a bad cookie to have. A pretty strong cookie too with the summon units as well, and paired up with Silent Salt, pretty darn good. Next one is going to be our Chest Choco. Chest Choco going into the you can but shouldn't. Honestly speaking, a little worse version of Linzer in my opinion. I guess you can do damage with Chest Choco, but the debuff that you do get from Linzer is just better, and in place of Chest Choco you can just put in somebody else way better. So I would say Chest Choco is in that you can but shouldn't tier, as well as Glenda and Alphaba. So these two cookies I would personally say definitely shouldn't. In between of you can but shouldn't. I mean, they are usable, they are viable, but it's like any of these particular cookies right over here, they do provide a decent amount of buff. If anything, Glenda is a little bit better than Alphaba in my opinion. Alphaba is super limited in what you can use the debuffs on too, and while Glenda is a little bit better because of the buffs and stuff like that, and using them together really, I mean, you get stats, but that's pretty much it. Alright, but that is kind of what we have for the tier list here, guys. You guys can let me know what you guys think about Alphaba as well as Glenda. And then, yeah, just let me know if you guys have any questions regarding this. If you guys have any suggestions or comments, you guys can always put it down in the comment section below. But that is going to be it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys found the video helpful. And check out the PvP tier list if you haven't done so. And I'll catch you guys all in the next video.